Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy the FOOTI to the big E here once again. Now, you're probably sick of this subject today after last night's game, but I needed to get this video done out there because I'm annoyed, just like you people, and I don't even watch shitty England games no more. So, the first quickly thing I want to touch on is that I feel there needs to be an inquest in English football. I think it's come to the point now where we need to know what is going on, what is causing the problems with the England national team, so they can stop going to these stupid tournaments and absolutely embarrassing their motherfucking selves. Because that's all they're doing, is going out to tournaments and embarrassing themselves. Now, you guys probably know or don't know that England have won one game, yes, one game in the last two tournaments. Wows. In this Euros. That's disgraceful. That alone is disgraceful. Let alone being knocked out by Iceland last night. Now, credit to credit's due. Iceland played the better game. Done what they needed to do. Made England look like a bunch of fucking assholes, like they are, and got the win. Now, there's one quick thing I want to touch on. The England setup goes back years to being badly run. You know, it's not Roy Hodgson. The Capello was the same. The Wally with the Brolly was the same. Kevin Keegan was the same. Sven Goran, I Touch Ladies Vaginas, Ericsson was the same. You know, the last manager that I remember for England that was any good, and even he had a cloud over him, was Terry Venables, who got us to Euros 96. You know, at least he got us to a semi-final. If you guys don't know, I don't follow England no more.
Somebody's touched the door.
What? This has gone back for years. This has gone back from the Wally with the Brolly to Swenger and Ericsson to Capello to, you know, it's just, you know, the style of English football is not being good, you know. Like, there was the golden era where we had the Beckhams, the Scholes, the Gerrards, the Shearers, the Ferdinands, you know, all these people, the Siemens, and then alright, we had the Paul Robinsons and people after that in goal, but if England weren't going to win it with their world-class players, like the Beckhams and that lot, they're not winning it, people. Like, that's one thing you got to get through your head. England are never going to win anything. They're never going to achieve fuck all. England, as a nation, as a footballing nation, all they do is embarrass the country, you know. I stopped watching England national team a while ago. 2006 I drew the line, you know, because as a kid I was quite passionate about England. I shed more than a few tears in tournaments over England, where I just had my heart broken as a kid, us going into tournaments and believing we could do something because we had the Shearers, the Beckhams and all that lot, and nothing, people, nothing. It's just like, I don't know what it is. There has to be an inquest in English football to see where the problems lie. Now, for me, there's a couple of things. Is there too many foreign players in the English Premier League, so there's not enough English talent coming through? Maybe. So do you put a cap on that? But you need to sit down and see what the problems are. Is there a problem at grassroots level with kids coming through? You know, like Daniel Sturridge has only got 1 foot. He can only shoot with his left. He can't shoot with his right. But he's a professional football player. He should be putting extra time in, you know, practicing these things after training and whatnot. You know, he shouldn't be just one-footed. I don't get it. I mean, Sterling's another one. He's an absolute fanny hole. He's no good. He really is no good. But who do you have on the left-hand side? I can only think of one player who can naturally play on the left-hand side that could have filled that position, and that is Ashley Young for Manchester United. They've got no one. I mean, years ago they used to play Joe Cole on the left, and that was bad enough because Joe Cole just used to cut inside on the right, on his right foot all the time. But at least he did a job out there, you know. I feel so for you fans, man. You fans travel to Brazil, you travel to Germany, you travel to France, and this fucking bunch of no-hopers of a team let you down every time, and they build your hopes up falsely because they go through qualifiers undefeated with a perfect record. A team like Iceland, if they had them in the qualifiers, they would wipe the floor with flicking Iceland. Now they can't beat them at a tournament. What's the problem? Is it too many games in the season? This is another thing you need to look into. Do the Premiership play too many games? Do they need a winter break? I know you had the FA Cup final and then you were straight into the Euros afterwards. I mean, Rooney and Smalling and that lot were at Wembley on the Saturday playing for Man United against Palace. And then they're at St George's Park training with England on the Monday, you know. So Is there too many games? Do you need to cut the league down? Is there too many foreign camp players? Do we need to put a cap on that? Is there a problem at grassroots level with kids coming through? You know, I really don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys anymore, apart from stop putting all your eggs in one basket and hoping on England winning a World Cup or a Euros. It's not going to happen, people. I don't mean to burst your bubble, but they're fucking shy. And you know what made me sick last night? Joe Hart would not be England #1 if he was at Southampton. If Fraser Foster was in his shoes at Man City, he would be playing #1 for England. And you know what makes it even worse? And this has been going on for years. If Danny Drinkwater was still at Manchester United, Danny Drinkwater would be in that starting 11 as well. So that shows you the sort of mentality that the FA, you know, Man United don't have the best players in the world. You know what I mean? Like, but if you was an English player, you was always going to get picked for England. And that would, like the Phil Joneses and people like that. If you play half decent and you're in a Man United shirt, you get picked. And I know I'm a Man United fan, I shouldn't say that stuff, but it's true. And it was not just them, it's the Arsenals, the Chelseas, all players that are in these big clubs whose reputation are built up on pish. Look at Smalling. You're telling me he's one of the best players in England? Really? Really? Fuck off. He's not one of the best players in England. I'm sorry, people. So I don't know, man. I feel sorry for you lot that spent all your money wasting watching these wank stains go around the world. And guys, please help yourselves out by giving it up, man. Until the FA sit down and have a big look at themselves and do an inquisition and see where English football is going wrong. It's going wrong at all levels, you know. It's bad. And I know maybe it's the youth systems, maybe there's too many foreigners being brought in the youth systems. I really don't know. But they need to sit down and they need to analyse it. And if they need to stop these clubs bringing in foreigners, then they need to do that. You know, they got to think about the national team, not just money that they can make on Premier League football, on TV rights and whatnot, you know. The national team's suffering. Are they playing too many games? I mean, Rooney was pissed for United this year, and he was pissed for England in the World Cup. There's no leadership with him. I'm sorry. As much as I love Wayne Rooney, there's no leadership. There's no talking to other players, you know what I mean? There's no G'ing them up. There's nothing. I mean, what's Gary Cahill doing? Like, seriously, where's Gary Cahill talking in people's ears and whatnot at the back? And no, I just don't get it, people. It's just not right. Klein should have started for me. Walker's fine going forward, but he's not an all-round. He can't defend. He just bombs down the right, and that's it. There's too many holes. Dele Alli, another one, not ready for the big stage yet. Rashford should have come on sooner. I'm glad Hodgson's resigned afterwards, you know, but him today saying he wasn't doing a press conference. You should face the media, you should face the English public, and you should listen to everything they have to fucking say, because you've disgraced the country for 4 years as England manager, and you take what comes with it, you know. And these England players got off the plane in Luton today to get cars, picking them up on their own way so they don't have to see the fans at the airport but with abuse. It's alright for them to walk into the stadiums with their headphones on these days, their Dr. Dre beat headphones, and it's alright, you know, we can't listen to the abuse. Maybe you should, and maybe you should start reading things on social media like Facebook, Twitter and that lot, and watch people's opinions on YouTube. People have a bit more passion about the country and the national team than you guys actually do, you know. You're too pampered. You need to... Something's wrong. Is it too many big egos? I don't know, because something's got to be done. I'll be honest, people, and they need to look at an inquiry has to be made into what's going on in English national football, because they need to stop charging you lot fucking freaking loads of money, travelling here and there to watch their fucking piss poor performances and just to let you guys down. And you know what I mean? So... yeah, guys, this is just your boy, the FOOT, I to the big E, having a bit of a rant on the bar for you England fans and every England fan out there. And I don't even follow England like you lot. I don't know how you lot do it, man. I really do. Thumbs up for you, because you must be a gutting for fucking punishment. That's all I can say. So... this was your boy FOOT, I to the big E, just giving you my thoughts of where we need to go with the England national team. Where do we go with the new manager? Who do we get in? I don't feel there's any English managers out there good enough to be England manager, so where do we go with that one? Maybe Alex Ferguson might be getting itchy feet. Give him a call, see if he can do it part-time. You know, he didn't want to spend so much time with Man United, that's why he gave it up. See if he's interested in doing something with England, you know what I mean? They've always wanted him, so that's the only one I can see British-based that would be in the line for the job. Apart from that, you're going to go and find a foreigner, mate, to run the England national team, because there's no one else qualified in England. Redknapp will not get the job by Brookings there because of whatever been going on with them since he was at West Ham. So yeah, guys, this is your boy FOOTI to the E. Remember to like, share, subscribe, all that lovely business. And thank you for all the love and support that you guys are giving me of late. And if you haven't subscribed already and your first time you're watching one of these videos, hit the subscribe button, people. It will not kill you. So yeah, remember, guys, bless and all that. And I'm out of here. Peace.